Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. We are here today in FIA Formula 4 in iRacing at the Miami International Autodrome. This is this is Esports Americas, so this is a series on iRacing where they just run a bunch of different tracks in North America. And we have a little bit of a story here today with the car on our right. We are side by side with Xander Putnam. You'll see his name come up a number of times. As we defended to turn 11, we're heading towards turn, 18. Brake just before the 100-meter board. Little lockup on the left front, and we are through the turn. You got the position. Staying in the slipstream, heading towards turn 1 as we cross onto lap 2. Not even going to bother going inside as he will defend it. Gonna brake just after the 100-meter board. Try and hang it around the outside as we do a great job there. Not side by side, so we don't need to compromise any speed through 2, 3, or 4. And here's where things get a little hairy, as he thinks he has the space and is alongside, but he really isn't. A little bit of netcode and then actual full force contact into the wall. Let's see if we can get a little side-by-side or a proper view of this. No? Taking the cone for a ride, though. Jesus. Well, I don't know if we're ever going to get the side-by-side, as we are in P22. Getting past P21 as he lets the leaders go by with the blue flag. Somebody goes off. Insane. Insanely deep. Let's see if we can get that play-by-play action. Here we are. That's how alongside he was going into the corner. That's after he started to send the move, and that's after we turned in. He was less than the front wing. Thought about sending a message, but I didn't. Now this one is interesting because you'll see in the rearview mirror that orange and yellow car I have a little bit of little side-by-side contact with. That is actually an old teammate of mine. Those of you who don't know, I am on Team Nix, is a very young esports team. This guy Ian Mims used to be on Team Nix, but had, for whatever reason, left the team. You know, anything can happen in racing, but as once again, Xander Putnam, side by side, he goes way too deep up the inside. Get the switchback. Thank you very much. On lap 7, trying to take 4th place, up the inside, brake at the, what is that, the overpass? It's not an overpass, it's like a walk bridge or something? I don't know. Pretty much no matter where you are on the track, you can brake there. As we cross the line in P4, let's head to the next race. Starting in P3, the guy in P2 didn't even start the race. Maybe a little bit optimistic, but behind, huge pile up. Only 1 or 2 guys got away cleanly. Skip forward in the lap a little bit. Side by side down this. Does it even count as a straight? I don't know. We're going to go around the outside. We're going to try to anyway. Just going to hold it. He's going to keep the outside, which turns to the inside, and I'm so glad I backed out here, because if I didn't, he would have taken both of us out of this race. And I'm actually not sure why, but for whatever reason, this guy pulls all the way over to the left. I thought it was just aggressive defending. Then he just really starts to slow down a lot. And he let us through. Very interesting decision here. I think he also let P2 by as well. I don't know what his rationale was, but look in the rearview mirror here. Huge miss on the brakes. Huge collision. I don't know what was going on there, but I'm glad to have not hit him. Speaking of hitting somebody, now I am willing to take partial responsibility for this incident. And I was raging because this would have been my first iRacing win in months. But, you know, after looking at what he did, I think this is mostly on him. So he spins, gets off, spins on the racing line, and then just stops. Let's have some, let's use our brains here. So we cross the line in P9 instead of P1. Absolute heartbreak.
Green, green, green.
Next race. Now finding the braking point for this start going into turn 1 was kind of difficult because I was either starting like first 2 rows, first 3 rows, or like the last row if I just wasn't able to put qualifying together. As we send a move into turn 11. Is there a car on our right still? Yes, there is. See if we can hang it around the outside. A little bit of oversteer on the way through, which is actually really easy to do. We are going to go side by side through the underpass. Terrible place to go side by side through, but we do it nonetheless. Tries for the switchback. I think he gets the exit, but I'm not sure what his what the result is gonna be. We're heading towards the braking point again, just before the 100-meter board. We are 3 wide. Is that passing under yellows? Yeah, but I don't really care. I feel like it was initiated before the yellows, so it's okay. Still side by side. Can we hang it around the outside? No, give him way too much space. Almost give up P8, or we are now in P8, so we almost drive back to P9. Once again, going for the move on Romain Chouzet, but he backs out. And a little while later, we get the switchback. Oh no, that wasn't Romain Chouzet. It was a different guy. My mistake, Romain. I like his livery though. That's cool. I like the red and black.
Clear on the right. The leader is running 59.504.
Send a move up the inside into turn 1. Can we get it done? Just about. Barely leave the space. So that's pretty good. Barreling down once again towards turn 11, which was one of my personal favorite overtaking spots. I just had a lot of confidence going into here. Moving all the way to the right. See if we can open up the corner as much as possible. Go as deep as we can. Still side by side on the final lap for Romain. And that is P5 secured, pretty much. Or is it? Into the braking zone. Cover off the switchback. Park it on the apex. I'd say that's pretty good defense. Cross the line in P5. Thank you very much. This race, this week actually, this whole week was actually just a lot of defense. Qualifying P2 this race, going way too cautious through the first turn. There was one race, I don't think I had the footage for it for whatever reason, but somebody had brake checked me or something, but they just didn't accelerate out of a corner, and I ended up running into the back of them, and I didn't have, like, I had wing damage, and for the next like 15 minutes I was just defending for my life as we come by for a very boring P2. You know, that's fine, but I'd rather have a fun race than a good result, if you know what I mean. If you catch my vibe. Huge amount of understeer and a absolutely terrible start. Trying to cover off the inside, but not being way too aggressive with it. Huge sin, almost take out P3. Or I guess now P2. Just destroying those rear tires. What's gonna happen here? Oh, P2 getting loose. Loose on the entrance to the straightaway towards 11. Are able to capitalize there. Defending P2 from Iker Lopez. I'm not sure. So we just leave the space once again, perfectly measured. Going all the way defensive, but leaving the space since he moved first. 250, 200, 150. Trying for the switchback, but he does a great job braking, and I do a terrible job of the switchback. So, what are you gonna do? Just ekes ahead, going towards turn 1, goes fully defensive. Gonna hold him there for as long as I can. Go left at the 100-meter board. Brake, see if I can get a run going towards the next couple of turns. But does a good job just being in the middle of the track, and so I gotta check up. Brake at the walkway. And he spins. There's no contact. See if I can find some proof. I guess not. Speaking of spins, but the gap was large enough that I didn't have to worry about anybody running into me. Cough, cough. That one guy that cost me the win. Crossing the line, MP2. Yeah, here's the replay. He just spins. Promise you I didn't touch him. Qualifying P6 for this one.
Green flag.
I like this this livery here on this red, black, and white car. That is obviously deserving of a 4X. Oh my goodness, that is some violent contact. That is very deserving.
Your front wing is damaged. You might get
I don't know how that hurt my front wing, but you know, it is what it is. So we have a huge little pile up here, just able to not make contact somehow with anybody, and this guy gave me a heart attack. That was horrifying. Xander Putnam, P5. And we cross the line once again in P2, still seeking that win. And this time in qualifying, just not able to get it done, so starting on the back row. Literally the back row, P18. A huge lunge up the inside into turn 1. Didn't get anything done here. Side by side through 3. Thank you, spotter. Something cool gonna happen? I don't know. Just not accelerating out of the corner, I guess. Take it nice and easy through here. Huge pile up, oh my god. Thank you, spotter. I definitely would not have seen that otherwise. Barreling towards the basically last corner. Braking just before the 100-meter board. Thankfully, that guy in the SimCube livery gave us space, because if not, we definitely would have spun him round. It's a solid my bad right there. Going defensive into the first turn. The Ferrari just takes out whoever was behind us. Straight up murder. And the SimCube just drives into the back of the guy in front of him. Thank you very much. I think that is P9 for us now. Braking up the inside. Can we get it stopped? Yes, we can. So we have this monster livery ahead of us. I think that's a monster livery. Trying for a up and under. Yes, that is a monster livery. It's a very weird monster livery. I've never really seen those. I think that's maybe for like a special flavor or something. I don't know. Holding the outside, or he keeps the, or I guess they keep the inside. Not gonna squeeze him or anything, just good old-fashioned try around the outside. I'm gonna back out here. I've lost way too many front wings. I mean, I don't want to say, you know, I'm smart and I have incredible awareness, but sometimes I feel like I want to say I'm smart and I have incredible awareness. Braking at the 100-meter. He actually does a really good job of braking deep around the outside, but doesn't carry the speed. This guy on the left here brakes way too early, so we damn near get around him just into braking, but we are going to go side by side out of the braking. See if we can get anything done. For some reason, he goes incredibly wide. Just doesn't defend this position at all. See if we can get a good little run here on a switchback. See if we can tuck in and follow this guy through. Not quite gonna happen this time. Take it nice and easy through the underpass. onto the final straight. Let me get anything done here. Into the braking zone. I'm going to try and follow this guy through. And I do a pretty good job of that. He gets through. And I'm just about through. And I do get the space. I am going to go fully defensive here. About as full as reasonable. You don't want to go too defensive and fuck up your line going into the, you know, whatever corner's next. So he just bitches me and takes me around the outside. Damn near spin the car. Oh yeah, the footage stopped. I don't have the rest of the race for like. I don't have the rest of the footage for that race. Good God. And around this time, whenever I was doing this, my Wi-Fi decided to just shit his britches. What for? I don't know, man. Now let me tell you guys something. Whenever, first of all, not a contact, nor is it a 4X, but whatever. Whenever you see yellow flags, let me give you guys a pro tip here. Whenever you guys see yellow flags, slow down. Especially if it's like a blind corner coming up. Somehow get it stopped up the inside. Thank you very much. I'll take P. I don't know. 13? 14? 10. Damn. Sends a move up the inside. It's braked way more than I thought I would. If you see yellow flags, especially if it's like a blind sector, slow down. You don't know what's ahead of you. You don't know if the yellow is just a guy who spun or if it's a complete gridlock crash. So slow down. Because I can't tell you how many times, like this, the week that I raced this, which was week 2, season 3, 2026, going into the underpass specifically, I got like 8 incident points just because people weren't slowing down when the yellow flag was out going into the underpass. They would just run into the back of me. I wouldn't slam on my brakes, I just wouldn't fully accelerate going through the right-hander of the chicane. You have the left and then the right. I just wouldn't fully accelerate. This is just good old netcode. Terrible driving. I will fully take responsibility for this. Yeah. But I wouldn't slam on my brakes and just put the anchors on and then just expect people to not hit me. Here's a little replay of what happened. This guy starts turning incredibly early, makes me lock up. You know what? No, I'm not going to put all the blame on me for that one. It's an Apex GP livery, Jesus. Nice braking. Once again, super high ping. Wi-Fi just shitting his britches. What for? Yeah, I don't know what that was, but whatever works, I guess. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I really don't know. Thank you.
Slow car ahead. Car stop on the left. Go left. There's an incident ahead.
Bye-bye race. Race over. And then this, just the smartest decision you could make, completely cutting the white line on exit.
You got the black flag. You didn't exit the pit safely. You have to drive through the pit
Fair enough.
without stopping.
As we come to what might be the final race, I'm actually not sure how many races I have here.
Green, green, green.
I'm gonna add the counter afterwards. If I do add a counter. A little bit of tire warming here for some reason. Deep around the outside, trying not to make contact. Somehow harder than it should be.
Car right, too wide. There's an incident ahead. Still there.
Jesus Christ. Ruben is just not going anywhere. He's another guy I ended up racing with a little bit. He's pretty cool. Almost spin myself out. Going out to the back straight. Yeah. Ruben Acosta seems pretty cool, dude.
Car right.
A little bit of wheel bang in there. I didn't realize we were 3 wide, and I tried squeezing them a little bit more than I probably should have. Here's when it happened. This is what I'm talking about with the yellow flags. There's a yellow, and you just spun me around. What are you doing? And I got a 4X for it. Fuck that guy. Fixing my car, because that shit is broken as shit. Send a move up the inside. Thank you very much. I will take P12. Nope, P13. Is he gonna hang it around that side? No. Thank you very much. Are we gonna have another yellow flag incident? Oh yeah, another 4X in the same race. Because people weren't slowing down going into yellows. I hate this fucking game. I hate this house. I hate everything in this fucking house. I guess there is one more race. I have no idea what's going on. Oop, somebody... Jesus, nice move. As we come in for a very lovely P4. If you guys enjoyed that, please consider liking and subscribing. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.